Let's be honest. Who are the most important people in your e-commerce business? It's your top 20% of customers, your VIPs, your regulars, your whales who drive 80% of your revenue. The hard truth is, you probably treat them with the exact same generic marketing as a first-time window shopper. What if you could build a system that automatically finds this golden geese for you and rolls out the red carpet 24/7? Today, that's exactly what we are going to build. We are going to build a simple but incredibly powerful AI assistant that automatically identifies and tags your most valuable customers, unlocking a whole new level of marketing for your store. I'm Adnan, the founder of Kaistra AI. At our firm, we architect the systems that give your business a true competitive advantage. We focus on the outcomes, not just workflows. And on this channel, I'm taking you behind the scenes and showing you the exact strategies and builds we use to help our clients cut costs, save time, and drive profit. Let's architect your AI advantage. Let's talk about the 80-20 problem, because every single e-commerce store has it. You know intuitively that your best customers drive most of your profit, but you're so busy running the business that you treat everyone with the same generic marketing emails and pop-ups. Manually digging through customer lists to find your VIPs is a time-consuming and inconsistent chore that nobody ever does, and the result, your most valuable customers feel unappreciated, and you are leaving a massive amount of money on the table by missing huge opportunities for high-value repeat sales. To solve this, we need to make a strategic shift in our approach. We need to evolve from mass marketing to precision marketing. The old way is just shouting the same message to everyone in the crowd and hoping it resonates with a few people. It's inefficient and it annoys more people than it converts. The new way is to build a system that automatically identifies your elite customers for you, so you can stop shouting at the crowd and start whispering the right message with the right offer directly to them. And this is the system that enables that shift. Today, we are building a simple set it and forget it automation that I call your 24/7 marketing analyst. Think of it as an employee whose only job is to constantly monitor customer spend. It never takes a break. The absolute moment a customer's lifetime value crosses a threshold that you define, this system tags them as a VIP, automatically creating an elite high-value marketing segment for you right inside of Shopify. The best part is how elegantly simple the logic is. It's just 3 steps. Step 1. Order paid. The entire workflow kicks off the second a customer's payment is confirmed. Step 2. Check spend. It then instantly looks up that specific customer and checks their total lifetime spend in your store. Step 3. Tag if VIP. If their total spend is over your target, let's say $500, it adds the VIP tag to their profile. Simple, powerful, done. Okay, so you see the strategy. It's a simple concept that unlocks a huge marketing capability. Now for my builder community, let's get into the how. This is a very fast build. I'm going to jump into my n8n canvas and show you exactly how to connect these nodes to create this VIP tagger for your own Shopify store. Let's get it done. Alright guys, currently we are inside n8n and we can start our build. At first, we'll add a Shopify trigger. So search for Shopify in the search bar and click Shopify and search for on order paid. So every time a customer places a successful order, the workflow will be triggered. So at first you have to connect your Shopify access token account, which is, let me show you. So you will need these options here. At first you will need your shop subdomain. So in my case, I'm running a Shopify mock store, as you can see. So it's labeled adnansmockstore.myshopify.com. Then you will need an access token and app secret key. Let me show you how you can get that. If you head over to your main Shopify dashboard and from the app sections here, click here, then click on app and sales channel settings. Here at first you have to click on develop apps. Then as you can see, I already have 2 apps here for testing purposes. So what you do, you would have nothing here. You have to click on create an app. Then give your app a generic name. For example, I gave it n8n bot or something like that. Then after creating the app, then you have to give some permissions or scopes, as we say. So what does that mean? That means your app will only be able to do or access the scopes or permissions that you create in the first place. For example, are you allowing your app to create new orders create new products, update products, delete products, update orders, delete orders, for example, many things like that, or read checkout data. So all the permissions that you set in the first, that will be applicable later on. After creating your app in Shopify, you will get the access token and the app secret key. So you just have to paste in that here and click on save. That's it. Trigger on order paid. That's okay. Then I'm going to click on execute workflow. You'll see it is waiting for you to create an event in Shopify. So in this case, it's waiting for a new order to be created. So if I head over to my main Shopify store, you can see how the process is going on. So this is my mock Shopify store, and if I scroll down, and the collection snowboard liquid, let's buy this product for example. I'm going to click on buy it now, then paste in your email address or phone number, country, region. I'm going to give first name and last name. I'm going to give an address. Alright. Then in the credit card section, in the payment details, I'm using a bogus Shopify gateway. As you can see, it's labeled B for bogus. So that means there won't be any real transactions. It's just for testing purposes for developers like us. So you can test out your app and everything, then add the feature in your real store. So no worries about messing up real things. If I click on pay now, you can see our order has been confirmed. So if I head over to our n8n, you can see the trigger has successfully ran. If I click here, and this is the result from our Shopify trigger. Cool. Now what we need to do, we need to fetch the detailed customer data from Shopify database. For example, a new customer may have placed an order, or an old customer may have placed an order. So how do we know who are the VIPs and not? So at first we have to get the customer data to really filter out the VIPs. So how do we do that? We would click here and search for HTTP request node. Click here. Method will be get, and the URL section I'm going to paste in this URL here. So what we are doing with it, if I show you, here we actually pasted in the Shopify the customer ID from our previous Shopify trigger node. For example, you can get that. Let me show you where is the customer ID. Okay, so here is the customer ID. You can see here, and we got the customer ID here. So we are going to search the database based on the customer ID. By the way, you can get the full workflow completely free to download from the links in my description. So I urge you to get that so that you can get a head start rather than building the whole thing by yourself and pasting in all these codes, these URLs and all these complex stuffs. You can get an absolute head start. So after that, we have one more thing to do, and that is to add the authentication in your HTTP request. So here is the same thing. I'm going to click on predefined credential type, and in the credential type I am going to search for Shopify access token API, which we just set previously in our previous node. So that's the same account. You just have to select it. That's it. After that, we can execute the step, and our customer information fetcher node has returned with the customer data. Cool. So now after fetching the customer details, we'll filter out the VIPs. For doing that, I'm going to search for the if node to route items to different branches for true and false. I'm going to click here, and in the value 1 section, I'm going to paste in this placeholder variable. So what's happening here, let me tell you. So at first we are fetching the customer total spend data, which we got from our customer information fetcher node here. So if I search for total spent here, so this is the data that we fetched from our HTTP request node. But unfortunately, this is in a string format. As you can see, it's labeled AB here. but we need to check it based on some numbers. For example, if the customer has spent more than $500 or more than $1,000, so dollar amount is a number, but we cannot compare that with a string value. For that, I'm using an expression here which is called just adding the number here converts it into a number. Okay, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click here, click on number and select is greater than, or you can select is greater than or equal to. You can do that as well. And let's say we are setting $500 as the minimum threshold for considering someone VIP, but for your store you can customize it to absolutely anything. So as we can see, the output is 0, so this is a new customer, he hasn't spent any money yet. So if I click on execute step, we can expect the false branch to run, and we got no output in the true branch, which should happen, which is right. Now let's talk about something. I'm working with a Shopify developer store. That means I'm working with a bogus gateway. So that also means when I place a demo order, the transaction is not processed in real time. So there's no monetary value here, it's just a demo. For your store, you'd get actual customer orders who actually paid the money. So in that case, the workflow would run in the true branch. And what you do, you just add the later nodes in the true branch. But since I cannot do that for my demo build, I'm going to work with the false branch. But when you download the workflow, you'll get the perfect one, which will actually work in the true branch. Now, if I click here to add the later step, I'm going to add another HTTP request node. So far we have identified the customer order, we have fetched the customer details, we have filtered out the VIPs, and after that we have to assign a VIP label on the actual customer. So how we can do that? We'll utilize the HTTP request node, and in the method section I'll add put instead of get, and in the URL section I'm going to paste in this URL here. So what is going to do, so here again we inserted the customer ID to actually access the customer data for this ID, specific ID, and of course you have to add an authentication like previous. Click on credential and search for the Shopify Access Token API, and we have to send a JSON body. So click on send body, body content type JSON, specify body. Rather than using fields below, if you click here and from the drop down menu you can use using JSON. Now we'll paste in a JSON body here. Paste in this JSON body here. By the way, I'm telling you again, you can get the whole workflow for completely free. So at first, this is a JSON body named customer, and it has some subfields, for example, the customer ID, and what tags we want to assign it. For example, you can see we utilized a plus sign here, which means it won't rewrite or delete any of the existing tags or labels. For example, we already had a tag on the customer, and the tag was wrote just.me web review. So it was for my previous demo build. So we already have a tag. We do not want to remove it. Rather than we want to add a new label or tag. So for that, this is the exciting part. We are adding a VIP label to the customer automatically. Now if I click on execute step here, done. The customer has been labeled VIP. So if I head over to my Shopify, I can show you. So currently I'm in my Shopify store again, and if I click on customers and click on Bruce Wayne, which is our latest customer, and if you scroll down, as you can see, this is a test order, payment not processed. That's expected. If we scroll down, and you can see a new tag labeled VIP here. Right? So now it's up to you what you can do with these VIPs. You can create different customer segments, you can create different email campaigns, you can offer them discounts on their later purchases. Whatever you want to do, you want to build a strong connection with your most loyal customer base and who are actually responsible for 80% of your revenue. So that's how you maximize your profit from your Shopify store, by addressing the VIPs and creating different marketing campaigns for them. Now let's have a real talk here. This workflow is very short. It only has 4 nodes, So there are some people who think you need a humongous workflow, right? Like the ones you see in social media, 50 to 100 different nodes, each doing different things. I use this workflow to replace my whole sales team. I use this workflow to replace my whole marketing team. To be honest, those can work, but they are very prone to breakdown, and it is incredibly hard to keep them robust and scalable, and you have to ensure 99% uptime. And there's the fact that you actually need to debug if the workflow stops or breaks down. So the shorter it is, the simpler it is, the better. The simpler the solution is, the better ROI gains are for your business. And there you have it, a workflow that runs forever in the background, making your marketing smarter with every single sale. So what's the outcome here? Now you can go into Shopify and create an email campaign that only goes to customers with the VIP tag. You can give them early access to new products. You can send them an exclusive discount code. You have a direct line to your best customers, and it's all automated. If you are ready to start building strategic automations like this one, the best place to start is my AI Advantage Kit. It's a free toolkit I created for business owners to help them find the highest impact opportunities in their own operations. The link is right at top of the description. Now I want to hear from you. What's one special perk you would offer your VIP customers if you could easily identify them? Share your ideas in the comments below. I read them all. And if you found this helpful, you know what to do. Smash that like button. And if you want more AI builds and strategies that drive real business value, hit subscribe and the bell. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.